throttle did not shut. Stop scanning. Let's take a look. We did get a little bit of knock retard activity up top here. We'll investigate that. So let me go ahead and turn it off. All right. Let me go and save the data log here quick. So let's go look at the dyno screen, see what kind of power we made. It sounds really clean. Should have made more power, especially now that the throttle has been open. We can see throttle's here in the green, stayed open the whole time. Let's take a peek at the dyno graph. So 730, and we're at 700 torque. Now notice, all of that power band has been filled in right here. That looks great. So we've gained and fixed all of this as a result of just lowering the torque thresholds down just 10% and cleaning up the virtual torque. So small changes make a big impact here. Let's go and investigate this a little bit further, but this is probably going to be about what we see for power out of this safely on pump gas. That's great power levels. Okay, let's take a look here and let's go through the data log. So obviously we know the throttle's staying open, so that's a bonus. We do see knock retard right about 6,000 RPM. We might have to take some timing out of the base table. Let's go in here and move into the fuel pump. Now what I didn't do is go into the low pressure pump table and actually ramp up the duty cycle. I probably want to do that right now because again, we do see it's falling off here. We talked about that. A lot of things we talked about that last go around here, and I'm just trying to go through everything and I forgot to go and update that. Let's do that right now. So if we take a look here at our low flow fuel pump table, we see where we're operating at. Again, right about in here, we're right about 400 and higher. This is really where that starts to fall off. Let's ramp that duty cycle in a little bit more. Oh, under fuel system, here's where we want to be. Fuel pump, minimum, actually the base table, not the minimum. We're going to be right about here. So let's do another 25%, we'll do 25, and we'll just blend this upwards. Now, one thing I do want to mention, and I've mentioned this in the training course, the values in here are, the fuel pump control is a 0 to 100% duty cycle. 0 pumps off, no voltage, no amperage. 100 means full voltage, full amperage to the pump, full output from the pump. These values you can see are super high, 156, 140, on and on as we're looking at this. Now, if we look at the voltage battery multiplier, notice here if we're operating at something like 14 volts, anywhere between 13.5 and 15, we don't even have a 14 breakpoint here, this is actually reducing the multiplier from the base, so it's actually lowering down that commanded duty cycle. So we have to figure that this is going to be offsetting a little bit. Then we also have a minimum duty cycle. The minimum is going to be where it starts from the control. So this is the base value, this is the lowest it can go, this is the highest it can go. So even if we command higher here, it can't go higher than 100, but I'm trying to walk this up so it's getting to 100 as quick as possible, so that that low pump control, the low pressure pump control, is going to be putting out as much voltage, as much amperage to the low pressure pump under high flow conditions, so that we feed the high pressure pump and that doesn't starve. So this has a domino effect. We aren't dropping any high pressure. Looking at this, we're not dropping any actual high pressure here. So the desired, it's 37, their actual is 37. That looks pretty good. We're actually eclipsing the scale here. Let me go and right click. Let me put this back on a better scaler. Let's put it at 4,000 so we can see this a little bit better for both of these. So there we go. We can see what that's doing a little bit better now. Yep, that looks good. So it's holding fairly well. If we got the low pressure pump a little bit better, it might be just a touch better here in the pressures, but this is good. I'm not going to complain about that. Let's just do a quick double check here.
Thanks for checking out our teaser clip. If you want to see the rest of this video and more than 500 hours of current EFI training we have to offer, make sure you click right here. If you want to go and check out more teaser clips from this training course, click here, and you don't want to miss any of the videos we're going to be releasing on this channel, so make sure you subscribe and click here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.